In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how to display an insect scientifically. So this episode is all about displaying your insects with pins the way that a scientist would do. And what I'm about to share with you guys is just what I learned while I was studying to be an entomologist. But in general, this is a good start for you to prepare your specimens in a way that a scientist will appreciate, hopefully. The whole purpose of this method is to display our insects in a way that allows a scientist to look at them over time and to be able to identify them and look at the key characteristics and traits. That could be their feet, parts of their legs, parts of their abdomen, just different parts of their body. They want to be able to access all of the body, able to view that so that they can confirm identifications by comparing one specimen to another. That's the whole purpose of what I'm showing you. So in order to carry this out, there's a few things you're going to need. First off, you need some styrofoam. Doesn't have to be too thick. About this thick is perfect. You just want enough so that you can insert and remove pins. This is going to be kind of a board that you're going to use for drying. This is absolutely essential. The other thing that you're going to need is some high quality pins. The problem with regular pins is that they can corrode away, especially as they get exposed to some of the insides of the insect. So it's important to get a stainless steel pin. Insect pins can be purchased at a variety of different places such as Amazon, science equipment stores, or BioQuip is one that I've used before as well. Once you have everything ready, you're going to need to puncture the body of the insect that you're going to pin. Now, there's going to be a specific point on each different type of insect that you pin, depending on the insect. So this chart here will show you kind of where the general areas typically are. You're going to gently but firmly push it through the insect until you've started to get that skewer on. When you're setting the height of the insect on the pin after you've punctured it, you want to set the insect about 1/4 or 1/3 of the way down from the top of the pin. This allows you to move the pin around and handle the insect without actually touching it. Otherwise, when you touch the top of the pin, you're going to be touching the insect and possibly having it break. These things are going to get very fragile, so anything we can do to keep our hands from touching their legs or any of their appendages is going to protect them and help them to be preserved for a long time, which is important for scientific research. Insect pins will also come in different sizes. Most of the time you're going to be pinning things that are a bit larger, so a 2 or a 3 is probably best. Once you have got the insect set at the right height, then now you're going to spread it out. What you're going to do for this is you're going to take the insect and spread its legs out by using different pins to kind of try and manipulate things. The first thing I would do is put a couple pins next to the abdomen to hold it in place so that it's not spinning around while you're putting in these pins and holding the legs. The key thing with spreading the insect is you're trying to get it symmetrical and you're trying to spread out those legs and appendages so that you can see them. If they get all bunched up together and they're in kind of an insect fetal position, then it's not going to be helpful because we won't be able to see things. And once they harden, we're not going to be able to move the legs and have them bend and stuff like that. It will just all break. So we've got to set this thing up properly the first time so that for scientific research, we've got these things ready to go. So there's really not that much to this. It just is going to take some time and some practice. Just remember to spread that thing out nice. Once you've got it spread, you're just going to leave it for about a week and it should be pretty well hardened at that point. I usually leave mine for a couple weeks just in case. But you can just leave it sitting in your window. Keep it away from, small children. Don't let anyone touch it so that it doesn't get broken. But it should be fine pretty quickly. Another thing with doing a scientific specimen is that you're going to want to collect data as you're out collecting. On this label, you're going to be putting information such as the GPS location, the date you found it, what methods you used. And there's a template here in the description of the video that you can use if you want to print off some of your own, and it will kind of lay that all out for you. So anyways, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Before this ends, I've got another image to add to the Wall of Fame, but before that, here is a quick word from our sponsor.
Fusus Insect Pins is proud to support the Insect Hunter. Right now, we're offering 10% off any of our insect pins. Get yours today by adding Fusus Pins to your cart on Amazon and entering the promo code 10Hunter. or you can find the details in the description below the video.
Now the image that is going to be added to the Insect Hunter Wall of Fame is this one here. This one was taken by Peter Wangert, and he found this old rotting log and he was able to coax these sweat bees out of it. And I love the contrast of the metallic green color and the earthy wood that's almost a reddish color. It's a beautiful picture. It was really well taken. And it's important for you guys to remember that sometimes you'll have to help coax the insects to get them to come out and do what you want. They don't always do what you want. So using a brush or something like that, something that's not going to harm them too much, can be a great way to get an awesome photograph of a real lifelike situation of different insects. If you're interested in submitting a picture for the Insect Hunter Wall of Fame, check the description of the video. Although this way is very appropriate and important for scientific communities, it is not my favorite way to do this. So make sure and subscribe and click that bell so you can find out what my favorite way to display insects is in one of the next episodes. Thanks for watching.